Well, it was in this exact courtroom where Joseph Smith stood trial for the murder of Carlie Brucia. He was found guilty and is now at the Union Correctional Facility in Rayford, Florida, sitting on death row. Now, in the years since Carlie's death, there were several abductions and murders by killers with earlier offenses, and that has led to changes in the criminal justice system. The Brucia case is one of several murders involving young girls here on the southwest coast of Florida, committed by men with prior records. The murders of Carlie, Jessica Lunsford, Sarah Lundy, and Coral Rose Fullwood led to legislative efforts to stop repeat violent felons from attacking again. For example, under the Anti-Murder Act, probation violators must attend a hearing to decide if they are a danger to the community. A judge must decide whether to allow probation or to put the violator back in jail.
It makes everybody, from the prosecution to the judge to probation, take extra hard look at this guy's criminal history or this person's criminal history to determine whether this person can be in the community and what's an appropriate sentence if the case is resolved.
While the Anti-Murder Act helps keep dangerous felons off our streets, it wouldn't have prevented Carlie's murder. Under the law, Smith's prior charges would classify him as a lower-level offender. In 2004, former Suncoast Congresswoman Katherine Harris targeted similar cases, introducing Carlie's Law. The federal law would have toughened probation regulations, making it mandatory to incarcerate felons who break terms of their probation. In 2004, it failed to pass a House vote. The Child Protection and Safety Act of 2006 did, though. It enforces either death or life in prison for violent crimes against children. The legislation targets sex offenders, too, forcing them to register for life and providing the public with their names and addresses. Carlie's abduction triggered a national Amber Alert, but some cases do not fit the classification for the alert system. Locally, officials work closely with the media using an alert system for missing children.
We've kind of developed a strategy that when we have a younger child that's missing, if we're concerned about the circumstances, we still may do a local media release. If it's something to it that is a little more suspicious than a runaway or something that's confirmed where the parents are reporting. Like in this particular case, there was no reason for Carlie to be missing.
While these efforts aim to prevent future attacks, prosecutors and law enforcement remember Carlie's case specifically.
I'll never forget this. It's not because as a prosecutor, it was a challenging case from an evidence standpoint or a closing argument standpoint or a strategic standpoint. It was a challenging case because you have an 11-year-old and you have to look at photos of an 11-year-old and knowing what happened to her in a place where we live. I go to Evie's to watch football with my kids and we play golf there, and so this is in our community, so that brings it home every day.